Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports betting predictions channel. It's time for another live NBA betting stream with the greatest chat on earth, the sharpest chat on earth. I'm having a great day today. I hope you guys are as well. It's always great when you get to interact with family and do some stuff with family, guys. So just want to say I'm in a great mood. I hope you guys are as well. We only have 3 games today. It's been a really fun front end of the NBA schedule, the ups, the downs in the National Basketball Association, where suspicious lives. It's a great chance to reset after today. Dive into what we learned in the first half of the season. It's the All-Star break after today, guys. Only 3 games on the schedule, and all three have been slaughtered by injuries. I just want to say, I hope you guys are having a healthy and prosperous start to the year. Let's attack the schedule. I'll be here to share NBA picks, player props, and predictions for as long as I can. As I said, we only have 3 games. One of them tips off in about 45 minutes. We have the OKC Thunder taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. The league scheduled this game before the season started, obviously, with the primetime television schedule as a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Giannis matchup, and neither player are in the game tonight. Jalen Williams is also out. And then we have the Mavs taking on the Lakers later on. No Cooper Flagg, no Luka Doncic. So, does take some steam out of it. But regardless, guys, we're here for entertainment purposes, but we're also here to win bets. So I told you guys yesterday I was going to stream again. As you can see below, my pregame bets are not as plentiful as they've been. Yesterday was a bad day betting for me. In terms of the pregame bets, it was looking like it was going to be a disastrous day betting the NBA. I did win in the 3 days prior to that. I was on a 3-day winning streak, but it was slight wins in each day, guys. So nothing really to just beat my chest about. But at the same time, yesterday started off disastrous, but I stuck with it. I was still trying to monitor the action to the best of my ability, and I did end up winning, firing off 4 live bets that all won, and I was able to claw some of the damage back. That was the difference between a disastrous day and just a down day. So I did. I was really glad that I stuck with it. But regardless, guys, there's no way to spin it. I don't make excuses for my losing bets. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Remember that you are always in control of your funds. And I just want to say thank you guys for being here. The first half of this season has been amazing. Yes, it's been a long grind, but it has been a lot of fun to watch these games and bet these games almost every single day this season. And I just want to say I appreciate everyone who's here, because I didn't tweet the link out for this stream. I didn't tell anyone in the free Discord. I didn't post it on Instagram. And if you're here, you have notifications on, and you guys are the absolute realest. Drop those bets in the chat. I'm going to add more bets. I do have a couple of ideas. I won't spray the board like I did yesterday, but I'm probably going to add more bets for you guys. Just want to say thank you for being here once again. If you guys can, smash the like button for me. Let's see if we can win today. Drop those bets in the chat. You guys have been popping off. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much, Tasha, for that super chat donation. Really, really does mean a lot. More than you know, and I just want to say I truly appreciate that kind gesture as always. You've been so supportive here in the community. We appreciate you. We're always rooting for you as well. I just want to say thanks a lot for that, Tasha. Hope you're having a winning day as well. And just want to say thanks. And Renero Man as well. Thank you as well for that super chat donation. He said hit the like button. Thank you so much, brother. That really, really means a lot. Best of luck to you always. Let's get it going, guys. And thanks a lot, Renero Man. Always rooting for you, man. That really does mean a lot. Let's go ahead and start things off. If you guys can, hit the like button as well. I didn't even mention that. Hit the like button for me. And if you're new here, subscribe to my channel. It's been a fun season so far. It's been a profitable season so far. But we still have so much more to go. I can't wait to get to the playoffs with you guys. If you're new here, subscribe. I usually go live both before and during the games, sometimes 4 or 5, even 6 hours. Not sure if I'm going to be here that long today, but I'll be here for at least a couple of hours. Let's see if we can add some more bets. I'll go through some of the injury news. There's not much today, but I went through some of the major pieces of info already. And And then I'll give you guys some player prop projections for some of these games. Actually, for all three games, for players that I think might still have a decent chance to exceed their lines. So if you guys can give me 1 second, this is a good chance for me to actually tell the free Discord about the stream. So just give me a second. Give me 20 seconds, guys. Thanks. Okay. Just about ready. Let's go, guys. Let's get this started. And once again, thanks for your patience. And I am done with the you know, their promo stuff. Let's get into this slate. Let's see if we can win some money today. As I said before, smash that like button for me and let's attack the schedule. If you guys want to join my free Discord, it's in the video description below. You can also follow me on social media at Myguyknowsaguy, same name as my channel on Instagram, X, even TikTok. My Instagram is pinned in the chat. My Twitter X account is in the description below. Would love to connect with you guys there as well. Let's go with some brief injury news because we only have 3 games today. And then just quick shout outs to everyone in the chat. Very quick. I can't go all the way back to the beginning, unfortunately. My bro Gold, welcome back, fam. Jay Darby as well. K Bills, Rise Up Inspired. Hepic 7, Young Chard, Tasha, Marvin, Cleveland, EWM Community, absolute real ones in the chat. P Patrol, Is Elias, Chris Albers, The Recess, Top Secrets, Jobin Hoopin, Evo Panda, who else is here? Jonathan Clark, Ferg the Third, I'll Walk Him Down, Ben Thompson, Hugo Ocampo, BJ Anderson. Why is it freezing? Break Bread, X100, Obin Dub, Dalla Dame. I appreciate you as well, fam. Alex Escobar, Big Earn, my brother Hugo in the chat, DC United, Javi Ramirez, Alex Escobar, and I hope I didn't forget anyone, but yeah, feel free to join the chat, guys. We do have 150 people watching. Let's see if we can add a few more bets on this somewhat of a strange slate. Last night was overwhelming, but today it's obviously much more manageable, but the matchups aren't as enticing. Unfortunately, the best game on paper might be the Lakers-Mavs game, maybe, but really any one of these games can end up being an exciting game, or maybe all 3 will be blowouts. Let's go through some injury news now. Kyle Kuzma will play for the Milwaukee Bucks. Earth-shattering news, guys. No, I'm just joking. Ryan Rollins is out once again. He will miss his two consecutive games now. Sebaj, welcome Thomas Kane as well. Danny Wolf is the new Furphy. He's the Wolf Whisperer now, he said. Welcome back. Ryan Rollins is out, guys, with a foot issue. Caleb Martin has been downgraded to doubtful for the Dallas Mavericks. Najee Marshall has been upgraded to probable. He was questionable last night for this Mavs-Lakers game. DeAndre Ayton is out for the Lakers. He will miss consecutive games now. Now, we have some big news for that Blazers Jazz game. Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen are both out once again. And if you guys missed the news earlier, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Utah Jazz is probably going to miss the rest of the regular season after undergoing, I think he's scheduled to undergo surgery for a knee issue that I don't think I've ever heard before. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but they said that he had some strange growth on the cartilage on his knee, I believe. I don't think I had ever heard that before. But either way, he was playing really well. Some fans don't believe it. They think that, you know, they're putting their conspiracy hats on, that maybe the Jazz are winning games that they don't want to win. And the Tank Bowl is completely on and popping now, guys. So either way, Jaren Jackson Jr. is out if you missed that, as well as Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen. They're three best players. Robert Williams is questionable for the Portland Trailblazers. Shaedon Sharpe is out for the Blazers. Denny Avdia is questionable for the Blazers. And this was notable to me because you guys know 2 years ago, Nikola Topic was a star guard in Europe, a star prospect, and he was a first-round draft pick for the OKC Thunder 2 years ago. But before his rookie year started, he tore his ACL in training camp and missed his entire rookie year. And then before this season started, which was going to be his true rookie season, he was diagnosed with cancer. And to see him come back on the court after back-to-back blows like that, I don't know too much about him, but I do know he played for KK Mega Basket. I do follow some Euro ball, but he was a big-time prospect, but he's a point guard. Let's see how many minutes he plays, but I mean, it's just a good story, you know. It's just a good story. So let's see, almost 2 years after he was drafted, let's see how that affects, the rotation and stuff like that today. Maybe he'll just feature minimally today, or maybe he won't play at all. But I just wanted to share that because he does have an interesting skill set if he can get acclimated to the NBA game. And obviously, as you guys can see, OKC doesn't want to give up on him until they can actually see him on the court in a regular season game. So this is the career debut for Nikola Topic, another Nikola in the NBA, out of Serbia, I believe. AJ Mitchell is out, guys. He's not ready to return for the OKC Thunder, but from what I read, he's getting close, and we should see AJ Mitchell back after the All-Star break. Isaiah Hartenstein is out for OKC. We saw that earlier this afternoon. Also, Jalen Williams. This was big because in the 2 games since his return, Jalen Williams has been lethal. He's been sitting around seeing people say that, maybe OKC's better than better without him because they keep winning games. I think he took that stuff personally from all of the NBA trolls. But either way, guys, he is out. Isaiah Hartenstein out. Jalen Williams out for OKC. We already know about Kyle Kuzma. He's going to play. Ryan Rollins is out. We already know about DeAndre Ayton. Cooper Flagg is doubtful for today's game, but he's probably not going to play. So he's doubtful for today's game. And as we all know, LeBron will play. Luka Doncic is out until possibly after the All-Star break. I think there's a chance he'll feature in a limited capacity in the All-Star game, but I don't see why he would do that with a hamstring injury. But let's see how he feels on Sunday for the All-Star game. But he's out for today. And then, they tried to trick everyone last night that no, sorry, I was wrong about that. Forget what I was about to say something about Lauri Markkanen. That's old. So let's go ahead and start breaking down the games. Let me refresh the lines and get my notes open. I did have a chance to look at all of the games in depth, and I will try to add a player or two here before tip-off. All I ask is that you guys smash that like button because many people are checked out with the NBA because of the All-Star break and stuff. But, I'm still here streaming for you guys, so go ahead and smash that like button. And I just want to say this as well. Best of luck with all of your bets. Let's hit a roundhouse kick together. Drop those bets in the chat. I'll get back into the chat in a second. Welcome back, Martez Denny, Mike Love Thyself, Trey FN, Ben Thompson, Pablo, Jay Darby, Break Bread, all of you guys who just joined, I see. So yeah, let me just get my notes open for you, and let's see what we can accomplish in the association today. I feel great today. You guys can probably tell. I do feel refreshed. I'm ready to roll. Let's go. Got to take care of yourselves, guys. Okay, we will start with that OKC Bucks game, which could be, maybe it could be a decent game. I mean, we've seen the Bucks play better recently, but they are going up against a team that, although they're missing their top two scorers in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams, this is still a team that is constructed around their hard-nosed defense, their gritty defense, their ability to create pressure the full length of the court, no matter who is on the court, no matter what the score is. This is a team in the OKC Thunder that plays the game the right way. They are still the youngest team in the NBA. And it's crazy because they just won the title. But in terms of covering the spread overall this year, they've dealt with a ton of different lineups, guys. They've dealt with an injury now to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP. Jalen Williams has been in and out of the lineup with managing his hamstring injury. Chet Holmgren has pretty much been the constant in this team in terms of consistency when you look at the top tier talent. But, it's actually been a blessing in disguise for this OKC team because the absence of some of their top guys has accelerated the development of some of the players lower in the depth chart for OKC. We also saw that last season when, they pretty much played 10, 11 deep all season long until in the regular season, until, their rotation sort of tightened up in the playoffs. But this is a team where many marginal role players, seemingly on the surface, have developed into reliable role players, into everyday players, and players like Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, the other Jalen Williams, their center, these guys, and many more, Isaiah Joe. These guys have benefited from the development program of OKC. They obviously, Coach Mark Daniel, for some reason, they just don't talk about this guy. There's a reason they stuck with him, even through the tanking years. This guy is able to extract maximum effort out of his young players, something that we don't see from players that are this young in the NBA. They try extremely hard, they force turnovers at a high rate, and they drop the hammer in transition as a result, guys. This OKC team is at the peak of their powers, even without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, in terms of their transition scoring output right now. It is scary how many points they are scoring off of forced turnovers. Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, Chet Holmgren as the anchor of the defense. Isaiah Hartenstein, when he's played, he's been limited this season, but Jalen Williams has fit in like a glove on both sides of the ball, really, over the last couple of games. Mark Carpenter in the chat. Welcome back, seriously. Mark Carpenter in the chat is saying something may have happened with the OKC game. They just suspended the odds on DraftKings. Maybe it's temporary, but let me just go back to the injury board and see. Oh wow! Now this came out of nowhere. Myles Turner is out for the Bucks. I don't think he was on the injury report at all. Myles Turner is out. Myles Turner's out, guys. He's a player that I've been critical of. I was a fan of him when he was wearing a Pacers jersey. But at the same time, I do think that he maybe so far, we still have the back end of the season on the way. We don't know. Maybe he'll play better in the postseason. But so far, it looks like they're not getting a positive return on their investment after investing, I think, $113 million in offseason free agency with Myles Turner. But he's out today. It looks like a calf issue. I'll wait for some of the beat reporters to refresh as well. Maybe we can get something from them on the column to the right. So I don't think he's going to move lines like that per se, but I mean, without Giannis, now they're really getting thin in terms of their front court. It looks like it's going to be a Bobby Portis day, and it's a shame because I had him listed for a positive projection even before this injury, and I had no idea Myles Turner would miss this game. But regardless, he's been even with how critical I've been of Myles Turner recently. He's been playing a bit better recently. I have to admit that on both sides of the ball. But he's out tonight, and that won't matter. So let me get back into what I was saying about the spread, and then I'll get into these player prop projections for you guys. The game does tip off in 40 minutes. Smash that like button. We're up to 200 people watching. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, I was talking about their transition scoring. Now, we know that OKC has the best transition defense in the NBA. You have players like Alex Caruso that are literally play like an NFL free safety on the court. Once their team misses a shot, the level of effort from this team getting back on defense. I mean, this is old news now. We've been watching this team ascend for the last couple of seasons, but the personnel that they have, it's very telling that this team is still favored by double digits. Now, obviously, you're always going to pay a premium in the NBA betting markets whenever you're dealing with a reigning NBA champion in the subsequent regular season. So anytime a team wins the title the previous season, you're going to be experiencing inflated lines on their spreads. And we've seen that for much of the season with OKC. You can basically call it a championship spread tax. Last season, they were by far the most profitable team to bet on in the NBA full game. This year, they're slightly below average. They're 27-28 against the spread. They're just under 500 against the spread, guys. Now, obviously, on the money line, that's a completely different story. They're a historic juggernaut on the money line. But you look at how this team has performed over their last two games. Two big wins against the Lakers and the Suns. The game against the Suns was really impressive. I know Devin Booker didn't play, but the Suns are a well-coached team. They are regressing a bit, Phoenix, recently. I'm wearing their hat. That's pretty funny, but they got stomped in that game. Stomped. And it was actually last night. So this is the second night of a back-to-back for both teams. The game last night was never competitive. The catalyst for their success last night was their ability to create pressure in the backcourt defensively. They put a lot of pressure on Dylan Brooks. Colin Gillespie looked shook last night. He looked scared. So I just want to say that, even though it's the second night of a back-to-back, it's still telling that, they're still favored by double digits, even though they're missing their top two guys. The Bucks, on the other hand, this is a team that was trending towards being a complete laughingstock throughout the month of January. They were, I believe the Bucks were the worst team against the spread in the NBA in the month of January. But then, things really changed for them as soon as we got to February. They have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games now, and we all know that Giannis Antetokounmpo has missed all 5 of those games. Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers, he's been a reliable punching bag for us here, the butt end of many of our jokes over the years. But at the end of the day, he's still a veteran coach that does have experience, and there are tons of players with a solid NBA experience on this Bucks roster. Now they seem to be. Now, they don't really have many players that can create their own jump shot, but that's why they brought Cam Thomas into the fold. Last night was the best game of the season for Cam Thomas. He is one of the, if not the only player besides Giannis that on that team that can create their own shot, create separation for themselves. And just like HB Mento in the chat said, Kevin Porter Jr., they're really getting some value from him as well. I was on the wrong side last night betting his under for his PRA, and I think he went for almost a triple-double last night. He was a force. They beat the Magic outright last night. They closed as 10.5-point underdogs, and they've won and covered the spread in each of their last 4 games. They've had more balance on offense, better ball movement on offense over the last 5 games. Their assist to turnover ratio has skyrocketed, the Milwaukee Bucks. So they're playing the game the right way. Doc Rivers has been criticized in the playoffs in previous years for not being able to make adjustments, but in this limited sample size over the last couple of games, he's been making quality adjustments, and he has slowed the game down. That has done this Bucks team done wonders for this team. We're also seeing better shooting performance from AJ Green, who was off to an amazing start earlier this season. Before he injured his shoulder, he was out for multiple weeks, and then he was really rusty when he returned from injury. He's their top 3-point shooter. This team really does roll when he is shooting the ball effectively. Now, he didn't really shoot well last night, but over the last few games, AJ Green has played a lot better. I have conflicting, I can really make a case for both teams here, but with both being on the second night of a back-to-back, with the Bucks not having Myles Turner in tonight's game, it looks like they're probably going to start Bobby Portis, but that remains to be seen. We didn't get the starting lineups yet. Yeah, we did 55 seconds ago. So Jericho Sims is starting, guys. Jericho Sims and Ousmane Dieng, who actually came from OKC at the trade deadline. Ousmane Dieng is a player that was a talented player before he came to the NBA, but the OKC gave up on him so they can free up maintain a roster spot for Jared McCain at the trade deadline. But starting for the Bucks tonight, we have Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, Ousmane Dieng, Kyle Kuzma, and Jericho Sims. A world-beating lineup against Cason Wallace. I'm just joking when I said that. Against Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, who's also been playing a spectacular defense recently. He has been a menace. Him and Alex Caruso, guys, Chet Holmgren, when the three of them are on the court at the same time with Cason Wallace, I mean, it's actually scary to watch them defend. It's scary. But either way, and then Chet Holmgren and Kenrich Williams. So Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, the backup big man who's famous for that meme where he goes like this. He's coming off the bench today. So he's coming off the bench. So this should be an interesting game. Now I'm going to have to reevaluate a couple of these player prop projections that I'm going to share because Myles Turner is not playing. I do think that bodes well for Chet Holmgren though. You guys can see my picks below. Chet Holmgren over 18.5 points to win a half unit. Aaron Wiggins over 16.5 minus 108 to win a half unit. And Cason Wallace over 16.5 points and assists to win a half unit. All three of those are smaller bets. Myles Turner not being in the game does bode well for Chet because Jericho Sims, he's an athletic big, but he's not the best defender. He's very athletic, very active on both ends of the court. He does give maximum effort, but he's more so a pick and roll offensive rim runner, for alley-oop attempts, cleaning up around the rim. He's not really a good defender. Otherwise, he'd be featuring more in this Doc Rivers rotation, but he's starting today. Let's see what that means. And also, Jericho Sims and Bobby Portis are flat-footed defenders when they get dragged out to the perimeter. This has been a theme for me when betting on centers that can stretch the floor with their three-point shooting. Players like Chet Holmgren, like Towns, Karl Anthony Towns before he fell off. The fall off is real. But regardless, Chet, if they're able to successfully drag Jericho Sims and Bobby Portis out to the perimeter, I do think that Chet might go for 20 plus in this game. Now, obviously, we're getting a higher line with Jalen Williams and Shea out. He's usually around 17.5, I think, when Jalen Williams, at least one of those two are playing. But regardless, I do think that Chet's going to have a positive game here. Aaron Wiggins as well. Obviously, I'm paying a premium at 16.5 points, but with no Shea, no Jalen Williams, no AJ Mitchell in that backcourt offensively, Cason Wallace is a solid player. But in terms of being able to create their own jump shot, Aaron Wiggins is one of the only players in today's OKC roster with when you factor in all of those injuries that's able to create his own jump shot. And his 3-point shooting. He's been a very effective 3-point shooter today. Now it's a smaller bet to me because obviously I'm paying a premium at 16.5 points for Aaron Wiggins. But I do think that his skill set bodes well for this game, and we could see an explosion of scoring from him in this matchup. Same goes for Cason Wallace, but I went for the points and assists together because it's a very limited sample size of games without Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But in those games, we have seen an uptick in assists and distribution from Cason Wallace as well. It's a limited sample size, so take that how you will. Let me give you guys some more projections from this game. Let me just refresh the lines because now we know definitively that Myles Turner is not going to play, and Bobby Portis is still coming off the bench, so maybe his lines won't change much. He's one of the only players that I think we might have an edge on betting on the Bucks side of things. Bobby Portis has had some big games against OKC, and he's been playing pretty well since January 1st. But let me just go through let me just refresh these lines 1 second. And once again, best of luck to all. Smash that like button for me. 240 people watching. I'll be live betting the games too. I'll probably add a bet or two for the Jazz Blazers game for the people who are still watching. And best of luck with all of your bets, even if you disagree, guys. All of the new people here, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll just leave that open for a second. I'll get back to that Cooper Flagg nugget. You guys can see that Cooper Flagg, some analysis from a Dallas Mavericks beat reporter on the screen. Apparently Cooper Flagg had an MRI, a random MRI, and that showed a foot sprain. So just for people who think that they might be tanking, I think there is something wrong with Cooper Flagg, but it's not too serious. So, yeah, other bets that I might be willing to jump on here. Obviously, I was just talking about Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis, I think that there might be an edge in betting his points and rebounds combined today. You guys know me. I don't like to bet many players to go over their offensive prop lines against this OKC team, even if Shea and Jalen Williams are out. This is still a team that is obviously predicated on their defense, on their effort, and they keep players under their points props, guys. Their assist props as well, their 3-point props. But Vegas has adjusted to reflect that fact. Obviously, Vegas is going to adjust. When key rotation players go up against OKC, they simply lower the lines and adjust the lines to make it harder for the people who want to bet the unders to cash. And they've been doing that all season long. After getting burnt in that scenario from the public during the playoffs last year, many people were betting the unders for many players against OKC in the playoffs, and the public was sort of onto something then. This season, Vegas, the odds makers, not just Vegas, the odds makers, they sort of turn the faucet off there. But his ability to stretch the floor, Chet Holmgren is an elite perimeter defender as well. We all know that he's a highly versatile player defensively, but there could be instances in this game where Bobby Portis is matched up with Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, the center coming off of the bench, and he's not a good perimeter defender. He's one of the only weak links on the perimeter on this entire OKC roster, top to bottom. So because Bobby Portis is coming off the bench once again, we could see that matchup come into effect. They have been putting him in a position to succeed in the pick and roll, the pick and pop game, for him to get wide open 3-point attempts with no Myles Turner. We could see an uptick in his production in his usage today. It could be a good old Doc Rivers pump fake with Jericho Sims starting the game, but Bobby Portis ends up playing more minutes. So I do think that, Bobby Portis over 11.5 points, there might be an edge for us to bet there when I crunch the numbers here. And this was with Myles Turner playing. I had him at just under 13 points in this game. Let's see what the line is now that Myles Turner is out now. Could be a Bobby Portis game, guys. So it's still 11.5 on FanDuel. Crazy disparity. It's 13.5 on DraftKings at minus 103, but it's 11.5 on FanDuel at minus 102. So there's actually maybe a chance to even middle something there with the tight line there. And it's 12.5 on a couple of the other major books. So we're seeing a wide disparity in the line there. Usually these markets are efficient. Not completely efficient, but they're more efficient because none of these markets are efficient. Don't let anyone fool you. These markets are more efficient when we get closer to game time. But this is the NBA where suspicious lives. I don't know why I'm bringing that up again now. I just wanted to say that. Bobby Portis, I might add that as a bet. His rebounds line was 5.5 earlier, and we're getting much more adjustment for there. 6.5, 7.5 now on a couple of books. Still 5.5 on DraftKings. So very strange lines being set for DraftKings for Bobby Portis markets. EWM community just refreshed, and he said it jumped to 13.5 on FanDuel. Unfortunately, I think I might be priced out at that line. But let's see. I did win with the parlay I placed yesterday. Maybe I can put together a little two-leg parlay with Bobby Portis for 10 plus with something else, guys. Let's move on. I've been talking about him for too long. I've already talked about Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, and Chet Holmgren. What's AJ Green's line right now? Okay, AJ Green's line is 10.5. I do think that, he might have a bit of a better game yesterday, but I still have him at just under 10.5. He only had 6 points yesterday against the Magic, 2 threes. But today I do think there's a chance he goes over 2.5 threes and lands right at 9. I have him at just under 10 according to my projections in this game. Not strong enough for me to bet him at over 10.5. Because of the stiff defensive resistance from the OKC Thunder that I talked about for 10 minutes on the perimeter. So you won't catch me betting AJ Green today. But I do think that maybe 2+3s or 3+3s might be worth a sprinkle. You know, let's see what else I have here, and let's see if I can maybe bet someone to go under for this. Okay, for this Bucks team. So let me just go through it once again. Let me see if I can put together like a 2-leg player prop parlay for you guys. And big shout out to everyone in the chat. Drop your plays. I'll give you guys all a shout out in just a minute or two. I just wanted to get through. Welcome back, Low Nitty, Jimmy, and NY, the vet in the chat, the real straight, everyone here, man. Just much love to everyone here, as I said. And if you guys can, we have 250 people watching. I have a smaller channel. Take a second to smash that like button for me, guys. Only takes 1 second to do so. We have 102 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200, But regardless, the people that did hit the like button already, I appreciate everyone. And everyone new to the channel, take 1 second to press that subscribe button and help my smaller channel grow. Best of luck with all of your bets. So we have a line of 12.5 points for Kyle Kuzma, who has, I'm not going to say he's fallen out of favor in this Doc Rivers rotation because he's still getting, big minutes. But this is going to be a difficult spot for Kuzma, in my opinion, on the wing, matched up with Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, one thing I can say about Kyle Kuzma though, I lean towards betting him to go under 12.5 points, but he's been getting to the free throw line recently. His aggression in terms of getting to the free throw line over their last, I'd say 7 games or so, he's been getting to the free throw line a couple of times every game. That's the level of aggression that they want from Kyle Kuzma, who is now obviously a veteran in this league. So that's what gives me a bit of, makes me a bit hesitant to bet his under in this game, is because he can randomly get to the free throw line. We do know that, he is a physical presence in terms of the transition attack, and he will put his head down, put the ball on the floor, and drive to the rim. So I'm a bit hesitant there. Let me see if there's something I can pair with that Bobby Portis 10+ points just before game time. And we also have some Jared McCain lines popping up. Jared McCain lines are available. Newly acquired Jared McCain. We have some Jericho Sims lines available. He's a player that I didn't have a chance to crunch the numbers for earlier, so no solid projection for him. But Kenrich Williams is starting for OKC. That could be a really interesting factor. This is going to be a really interesting game. Tons of moving parts. So much volatility in this game in terms of the lineups. And, I wanted to run it back and bet Kevin Porter Jr. to go under his PRA today. But after last night, man, I just thought I'm never going to do it again. But I won't be surprised if it happens when I don't bet it. He's been on a tear. Kevin Porter Jr. has been a Swiss Army knife. His level of effort over the last few games has been, has to be exciting for Bucks fans. Let's see here. Nothing for me for Cam Thomas. He popped off for 34 points last night. He is going to be front and center on the bulletin board for the defensive game plan for OKC. They are going to try to shut Cam Thomas down in this game, guys. Isaiah Joe is a very popular bet in the public world of betting. The public does cash too, guys. The public does cash bets too. But I just want to let you know that the most popular bet on the board for this game appears to be Isaiah Joe's points or threes. I just want to bring that to your attention, however you feel about that. He's in excellent form offensively and defensively over the last couple of games. Let's see here. Let's see here. Trying to see if I can pair something for you guys for this Bobby Portis line, or maybe I'll just bet Bobby Portis and add that as an official bet. We can always bet the games live. I did go 4-0 with my live bets last night. Let's see if maybe we can add some stuff live, but I'm scanning the board here. Just give me a moment. People might not like Cam Thomas under, man. If I were to bet that. I mean, what if he pops off on the second night? I just don't see it. Hopefully he doesn't make me look crazy. Last night he scored 34 points in only 25 minutes. He went absolutely nuclear in that second half. It was actually scary. Okay. Okay, I think I have a bet. This might not be the... Let me just do a bit of line shopping here. Bear with me, guys. Game does start in 15 minutes, so we have time. I'll finalize this bet for you over the next couple of minutes. And I will probably add a couple of bets for this Jazz Blazers game. That game doesn't tip off for another hour and a half. Kevin Porter, AJ Green, Ousmane Dieng, Kyle Kuzma, and Jericho Sims. That's a high line, man. 14.5 points and rebounds for Jericho Sims. Okay, I have a 2-leg parlay I'm dropping on the screen. If you guys can smash that like button for me. Let me get the best odds for this that I have access to, and I'll put it on the screen for you right now. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose, but let's see if we can cash with this one. It might be a bit of a rare opportunity to bet on a defensive prop in this game. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes as well. Smash that like button. And yeah, I'll probably bet this one on FanDuel. Okay, here's the bet, everyone. Bobby Portis, 10 plus points, parlayed with Cason Wallace of the OKC Thunder, 2+ steals, plus 113 on FanDuel. I'm going to risk a half unit Obviously, I didn't feel like betting too much today in terms of the unit sizing, but let's see if I can even add more for this game here. Let me get it on the screen for you. I just bet that though. A rare defensive prop from Myguyknowsaguy from a wrecking ball in Cason Wallace. Drop those bets in the chat. This is the sharpest chat on earth, and it's not even close. If you're new here, you will see that yourself over the next couple of days. It never fails to amaze me. So here's the bet, and let's see if I can add more here. How do you guys feel about this one I just made? This SGP. How do you guys feel about that one? Cason Wallace 2+ steals and Bobby Portis 10+ points. How do you guys feel about that one? SGP is same game parlay. Welcome back, Dingo7, Rabbit, Full of Style, ZL Mars, Rahimi, Jonathan Corbett, all of you guys in the chat. Jordy Fuentes, Jay Darby, K Bills, my brother Zach Zate as well, Low Nitty, Jason G, Reggie Bruce, the Gambler's Gambit as well. Gambler's Gambit said Bucks moneyline is the best bet of the night in the chat. How you guys feel about that? Best of luck either way, Gambler's Gambit. And thank you for sharing, everyone. Drop those bets in the chat. Let's see if I can add more here. Should I look towards adding more defensive props for this game? Is it that type of night? So you're saying there's a chance. Let's see here. Also, vote on the poll in the chat. Who covers Lakers or Mavericks tonight? No Luka, no Cooper Flagg, more than likely. Why aren't they offering anything for Alex Caruso? Alex Caruso is not out, right, guys? I'm usually on top of this, but Alex Caruso is playing today, right? Is there something I missed? Can you guys tell me that? A part of me wanted to bet on Chet Holmgren over 1.5 blocks. But I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. The game starts in what, 6 minutes? When the game starts, I'll get the scoreboard on the screen. I'll be watching the games with you guys live. I will be looking for live bets as well. Let's see if I can keep the live betting hot streak going. I'll probably add a live bet or two tonight with the chat for everyone watching. And for the people who are still here, I'll drop a bet or maybe more than one bet for the Jazz Blazers game and maybe even the Lakers Mavs game for the people who are still watching the stream. I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I pretty much broke the game down. In terms of who I think is going to cover the game, I did lean towards OKC, but that was before the line changed. My cutoff point was minus 11.5. That was the line that I wanted to get. But the Bucks have been playing really well recently. What if they get off to a hot start and we can get a better line in game? So maybe I'll look to maybe bet this one live with you guys. We also see a really low total. Second night of a back-to-back. Two teams that have been involved. The Bucks have been involved in some pretty low-scoring games recently, but OKC, they've gone over 4 straight times, but both teams are on the second night of a back-to-back, and they are also both traveling on the second night of a back-to-back. But the odds makers have accounted for that, obviously, at the open last night with the total, and I think it's down to what, 213? 214 now, 214.5 across books. So it's actually increased here. Let's see what happens. Maybe in game, BJ Anderson, you're asking about the total. Maybe I'll bet that in game. So I don't think I'm going to add anything live right now. I mean pregame, any more pregame bets. I think that's it for now. So let's hope for the best, and I'll live bet the rest of the game with you. Potentially, I won't force it, but I was looking to maybe factor something in. I did want to maybe jump on an under for one of these starters. Maybe Cam Thomas under 17.5 points. Maybe I'm going to leave it alone for now. Let me get the scoreboard ready for you guys in the background. We have some pregame honors on the court, as you guys can see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren are being honored for being named All-Stars this year. With a pregame ceremony just before tip-off here from Rylan Stiles, OKC Thunder beat writer. And let's see, is there anything else I missed in terms of important news? No. So that's it. That's it for now. Let's see if we can add more. And Tasha is exactly right in the chat. Thank you so much, Tasha, for that. We have 247 people watching, 253 people watching. If anyone's watching that's not subscribed, subscribe and turn notifications on. But let's see if we can get 200 likes. We're like 60 likes away. Thanks a lot, guys. Also, a quick plug before the game starts. Follow me on Instagram. Myguyknowsaguy. It's pinned in the chat. Turn notifications on for my story, my page there. You can also follow me on X, Twitter. I am very active on Twitter. If you got, depending on what platform you use, take 5 seconds to do that before the game starts. And I have a ton of followers on Twitter, but my Instagram account is much smaller. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, a very modest goal. Trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram before the end of the month, and you guys can definitely help me do that. So if you guys can follow me there. Let's get to the game. It's time to watch the game, guys. Best of luck with all of your bets. Sharpest chat on earth. And I appreciate the people that just followed me on Instagram. I see you guys. Let me just log back into one of my sports books. It logged me out automatically. And we're ready to roll. The game should be tipping off right now. It's nationally televised game. Let me get the scoreboard on the screen. During the game, I'll be looking to, assess, coaching staff strategy, player, the tempo of the game, player foul trouble, all of that, guys. As we assess potential live bets. Don't ever bet more than you can afford to lose. This is the NBA where suspicious happens, guys. Anything can happen. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. But if you're interested in live betting the NBA, this is the place to be. And let's keep it going, guys. Thank you for being here. Always remember that you guys make these streams what they are. The positive vibes, the wins, the losses, the collaboration in the chat. You guys make these streams what they are. You guys make it much more enjoyable to watch these games. So I just want to say, remind you guys of that. Game should be tipping off any second. The app that I'm using here for the scoreboard is called the Real app. Real app, guys. It's a well-designed sports app. I definitely recommend giving it a try, especially to track North American sports. Nice, well-designed, interactive app. And if I bet anything live, I don't mislead anyone. If I bet anything live, I will add it to the list below during the game. So if I bet while I'm on stream, you guys will know. Everything that I bet, I share on stream, I actually have my money on too. So gotta have skin in the game, guys. Not everyone has skin in the game. I'm just getting the game on my laptop so we can watch it. And although some name brand players are not playing, you never know which game is going to be the game of the night. It could be this game, and the game is tipping off. So I'll give you guys some play-by-play during the first quarter to the best of my ability. It's obviously a lot easier when there's only one game on, and I love giving you guys live analysis. I'm watching it live right now. First shot attempt of the night is Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren, guys, missed. He just missed a shot attempt. I have the game loading here. Hold on. And I have the game on. Let's go. Best of luck to all. We have an offensive foul for Jericho Sims. He pushed Cason Wallace. That didn't look like a foul, but either way, he nudged Cason Wallace in the back right under the rim. Still waiting for that first basket. And we have it. First basket, Isaiah Joe. For all of the Isaiah Joe bettors, I know people in the chat have them, and I'm rooting for you guys. Have him. It's a 3 for Isaiah Joe. Important for us, because Cason Wallace records his first assist of the game, and that didn't take long. Let's see how it goes here. It looks like it is a packed house in OKC. They've been selling out every single game this season from their faithful fans. Now I see some empty seats, but you guys know how it is at the beginning. And the Bucks counter with an AJ Green 3. A non-assisted 3 off the screen Nice pick from being set from Jericho Sims there. And I did talk about AJ Green before the game. 3-3 early in Oklahoma City here. And we have another missed shot opportunity. This time was a pull-up three in transition from Chet Holmgren. He misses, and still waiting for that first Chet basket. Still waiting from something from Aaron Wiggins as well. So guys, Isaiah Joe started. Aaron Wiggins did not start. So a bit of trickery here. I bet on Aaron Wiggins over 16.5, and I got a bad line just right when the starting lineups were announced. The points line for Aaron Wiggins dropped to 14.5. So, I mean, I got terrible CLV with that one. Horrible. But let's see what happens. He should still figure to feature in this rotation heavily. We have a couple of missed shots now from both teams. We have an air ball from Isaiah Joe. Let me know if you guys are watching the game live as well. Let me open up the chat again and interact with you guys during the game. Sluggish start offensively here. These teams are laying bricks after brick after brick. Rabbit in the chat said, I told you guys, AJ Green over today. We have the first basket off glass. Nice jumper there from Kevin Porter Jr., who's been playing excellent basketball recently. Nice dribble package there from Kevin Porter Jr. as well. He broke down Lou Dort. And the Bucks are up 5-3. We have a missed shot from OKC. The Bucks are pushing the pace now. We have another basket for the Bucks. Jericho Sims. A putback shot. Brick City, just like Sick With Us said in the chat, from OKC to start this game. Good activity around the rim from Jericho Sims on that play. Kenrich Williams is on the board now. 3 points for him. Bucks down by 1. And things are starting to open up now offensively after an ugly start to the game. It was hurting my eyes. Back-to-back buckets for Jericho Sims. This time, it's an alley-oop. Nice pass from Ousmane Dieng. Nice pass. Alley-oop dunk right over Chet Holmgren, actually, who hasn't been active defensively here. Looks like a lazy Chet Holmgren to start this game. Not good for my bet, but it is early. Isaiah Joe with the three, by the way. A deep three. And the Bucks, they just responded instantly. Another basket for Kevin Porter Jr. He scores 4 points for Porter. And these teams are trading baskets now after an ugly start. We have a live bet in the chat from Jobin Hoopin. Milwaukee Bucks first half plus 5.5. Joe Nesbitt, welcome back. He's betting on Scoot Henderson. 19 PRA tonight. Best of luck. EWM community said these teams are trying to build a storage room with all these bricks. Well, it was like that at the beginning. OKC's not shooting very well, though, to be honest. They get the offensive rebound, but they miss 2 shots in the same possession. And head coach Mark Daniel does not like what he's seeing. Timeout OKC. They're the first team to blink, and it's a chance to maybe start to prepare for the next game. Just with my notes in the background. But yeah, 11-9 lead for the Bucks. Jericho Sims did just pick up his second foul. For those interested in Jericho Sims, we might see Bobby Portis early now in the first quarter as opposed to later in the first quarter. Remember, no Myles Turner today. Jericho Sims picks up his second foul of the game. They're already missing Giannis, Myles Turner, so they can't afford that. But let's see if he's still in the game after this timeout. Isaiah Joe, I believe he has 6 of the 9 points. Yep. 2 threes and 6 points for Isaiah Joe early. 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Chet so far. No points, though. Cason Wallace with 1 assist, no points. And still waiting for Aaron Wiggins to enter the game. I hope it's not a hit job on Aaron Wiggins. But I think that his services will be needed in this game. As I said, he can create his own jumper. He's a decent player in transition as well. And let's see what the lineup is after this timeout. Alex Escobar said, take Jared McCain over 10 points live. Thanks for sharing. Chris Albers said, I took Isaiah Joe's points. I'm scared. Well, he has 6 early points. So shouldn't be too scared. Rabbit said, OKC's dead without Shea and J-Dub. Jimmy NY said, Ousmane Deng also already has 4 rebounds against the team that drafted him. Remember, he was just traded to Milwaukee. Evo Panda said, I need Chet and Kendrick Williams over for their points. Come on. Oh, no, that was the first quarter. Okay. Jobin Hoopin has another live bet in the chat for everyone. First quarter under 50.5 live, he said. Best of luck, Jobin Hoopin, and thanks for sharing. Joe Nesbitt's also betting on Austin Reaves to go over his PRA. Reggie in the chat, he said he mentioned Jericho Sims over 5.5 points earlier. Rishi said Cam Thomas will go off today. Ben Thompson said, you live bet the teams already? Don Plate said, how can I get into the Discord? You have to click the link in the description below. It's a free Discord if you guys want to join. And you have to verify. If you're having any trouble verifying, send me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll help you get in. Refined Qualia said Bricklaying Squad. ZL Mar said Brick City. Abraham in the chat said he bet AJ Green for 10 plus today. The Professional's back in the chat as well. He said OKC free throw party today. Kenny said Kevin Porter Jr. today. DC United said Kyle Kuzma's off to a horrible start as usual. Alex Escobar said he's also taking LeBron James PRA under. John Preston said, we're back from the timeout, by the way. John Preston said, I parlayed OKC moneyline under 240 on an alt total. Lakers plus 10.5. LeBron 15 points and 6 assists tonight. John Preston, what did that pay out? Thanks for sharing. Nice guy, welcome back. Sick with us. The Professional, he bet OKC minus 11.5. Thanks for sharing those bets, guys. Welcome back, Bobby, as well. Derek Tolley. And we have the second 3 of the first quarter for AJ Green. I talked about having a positive projection for his threes, and he's hit 2 threes in the first 5.5 minutes. Let's go. Chet Holmgren with an alley-oop finish, assisted by Cason Wallace. He throws it down. That wasn't really a dunk, though, but he threw it in right over Kyle Kuzma, who picks up the foul, and 1. And Chet Holmgren hits the free throw. OKC down by 2. 2 assists from Cason Wallace. Let's go. K Bills, welcome back. Z Senpai, welcome back. He's going with Chet Holmgren 25 plus today. Martez Denny said, how do you feel about Kyle Filipowski double-double? I don't think I have, the confidence to bet on Kyle Filipowski ever, just watching him play. Although he has been heavily featured in the rotation recently, and he's been playing better, Let me know if you do better, though. Best of luck. Digital Print House, welcome back. Mellow 5-2, welcome back. And that was a nice finish from Kevin Porter Jr. 6 points for him. He's up there with AJ Green, 6 points each now to start this one. Same five out there right now, guys. For OKC, Bobby Portis is in the game. Bobby Portis did check into the game after Jericho Sims picked up that second foul. But Bobby Portis, unfortunately, right now has Chet Holmgren checked on him, matched up with him. I was hoping that we'd see him come in later and he'd be matched up with the other Jalen Williams, the center, the backup center for OKC. It's a bit of a stiffer task going up against Chet, but we have a foul here on AJ Green. I think that's on AJ Green. Yep, it is. Cason Wallace, guys, going to the free throw line, and that is good news for us. But he just bricked the first free throw. He just bricked the first free throw, and that's rare for him. Chet Holmgren leaves the game. Kenrich Williams leaves the game. Aaron Wiggins and Jalen Williams check into the game. AJ Green and Kyle Kuzma get subbed out for Pete Nance. And I just missed who else just came in. Pete Nance, the brother of Larry Nance Jr. Thank you to everyone that subscribed to my channel today. Much love to every single one of you. Bout is 25, welcome back. He placed a live bet on Isaiah Joe for 5+ threes and AJ Green 4+ threes. Thanks for sharing. T from the East said final score will be Thunder 115, Bucks 104. Cam Thomas is in the game, guys. That's who just checked in. I was looking at the chat, and he scores immediately. He picks off where he left off from last night when he scored 34 points in only 25 minutes of action. It's a mid-range jumper for Cam Thomas. He absorbs the contact against Lou Dort and one, and he makes the free throw. Sneaky pickup on the waiver wire for the Milwaukee Bucks this year. Can't believe the Nets cut this guy. I know he's been a bit inefficient, but they cut him when they could have traded him for something. Like, I know they didn't like the offers, but you can't even get a second-round pick for Cam Thomas? Is that what the market was? That's unbelievable to me. And we have Isaiah Joe, 8 points, guys. Nice layup there, nice curl. Off the screen, top of the key, he rolls downhill and finishes at the rim. 8 first-quarter points for Isaiah Joe. Let's see what the Bucks do. And we get a 3 from Bobby Portis. That's good news for us. Bobby Portis. Nice jab step with a 3. He had Cason Wallace on the perimeter. And Bobby Portis is on the board. I did bet him for 10+ points. Let's see how that goes. Cason Wallace is still on the court, by the way. We need 2 steals from Cason Wallace. Whoa. 3 free throws on the way for Isaiah Joe. The foul is on Bobby Portis. 3 free throws on the way for Isaiah Joe. The professional said the Nets are a poverty franchise. If the Nets keep it up over the next year or two, I'm going to have to reevaluate my top 5 worst franchises in North American professional sports. You don't want to be on this list. It's despair and agony for fan bases across the country. And if you're one of these teams, and the Nets, I might have to make room for them for that list. Teams like the Sacramento Kings, the worst team in North American professional sports over the last 20 seasons. The New York Jets in the NFL. The Cleveland Browns, the Pittsburgh Pirates. I had the Jaguars in there before they made the playoffs. The Jaguars, it might be the Brooklyn Nets. What do you think? The Buffalo Sabres in the NHL. Who do you guys think is, let me ask the chat, Isaiah Joe made all 3 free throws. Spark plug in the starting lineup today. 11 points in the first quarter. His points line was 13.5. He's about to cash for the Globe, possibly in the first half. But OKC's down by 2. Oh, and the Washington Wizards, who can forget? But I'd say the Wizards over the last 5-6 seasons, the Wizards did have a stretch where, they weren't a name brand team, but they were a competitive team. When John Wall was healthy, Bradley Beal, they had an all-star backcourt. You guys remember, man. Markieff Morris, Marcin Gortat, Drew Gooden. They made the playoffs a few times. But right now, okay, let's ask this. You guys can only name one team Chat. What team in North American professional sports, not globally, because then we can really you can go crazy with that. Out of the 4 major sports leagues, what team is the worst team in North American professional sports? Let me know, chat. Give me one answer. Aaron Wiggins misses a layup opportunity. That is bad. Cam Thomas with another mid-range jump shot, this time in transition. And the Bucks are off to another impressive start here in adverse circumstances. Let's see. OKC responds, and that's good news for us. Aaron Wiggins on the board. Let's go. It's a 3 for Aaron Wiggins. Evo Panda said the Miami Marlins. She said the Jets. Rabbit Loke said the Colorado Rockies. Those are all good answers. The professional said he forgot that the Buffalo Sabres existed. How can I forget about the Colorado Rockies? Agony, misery, and despair. Zach Sate said the Wizards by far. Jimmy NY said the Hornets. Digital Print House said the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, timeout Bucks here. They're pushing the pace, guys, with Cam Thomas. They've actually been doing that since the beginning of the game. Let's see if OKC can take the lead or even create some separation. This is a confident Bucks team, even though they're severely undermanned, missing their top 2 highest paid players. Ben Thompson said the Cincinnati Bengals. Cleveland said my Browns. Some interesting answers. You guys enjoying this game so far? Or what? Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Let's see if there's anything I missed on the news board about this next game. Just very, very brief, and I'll get back to the scoreboard. So Robert Williams is out. Denny Avdia is out, guys. I will start to tackle that game for you soon. Let's see if we can break that one down and maybe add some more bets for all of the loyal viewers here. Robert Williams out. Denny Avdia out. Still waiting for this timeout to return. We're back from the timeout. Andre Jackson Jr. Checks into the game for Ousmane Dieng, who was pretty active on the boards. I mean, Dieng has... How many rebounds did he have? He had 4 rebounds. Alex Caruso's in the game. And he turns the ball over. Bobby Portis steals the ball from Caruso. Bucks ball here. Welcome back, Buccaneer, Alex King. Jordy Fuentes. ZL Mara says he likes Drew Holiday's points line tonight. Zach Zay said Oh, not the Cowboys. Someone said the Cowboys, worst team in professional sports. Um, Frostier, he said the Chicago White Sox are the worst team. Welcome to the community, Frost. Tech Famous says, are we expecting Wallace to get more shot volume? I am. Right now he has 2 points, 2 assists. Alex King said, low key, the Cowboys, worst team. Quotable said, White Sox up there too. T from the East said, my Lions. EWM community said the Jets for sure. Daniel Vincent said the Rockies. Ben Thompson said the Bengals. Some good answers, guys. Zach Say said, no, not the Cowboys. J-Main34, welcome back, fam. Alex Escobar said, take Donovan Clingan for 15 plus points tonight in that Blazers game. Double-double for Clingan for EWM community in the chat. Sharpest chat on earth, guys. Keep the plays rolling. J-Main's betting on Bryce Sensabaugh of the Utah Jazz, 2+ threes. LeBron, 2+ threes. And Donovan Clingan for 14 rebounds on an alt line. Yeah, guys, I'm seeing it now. Timeout from OKC. Isaiah Joe is limping. He is limping. And it looks like, did he just leave the game? I think Isaiah Joe walked to the back. Let me verify that on social media. The camera cut off and they started showing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm watching the League Pass feed with the OKC Thunder broadcast crew. The camera cut to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is in attendance as well. He was talking to the ref, and he's not even playing in the game. I'll let you guys know if he actually left the game or if he's just sitting down with the medical staff. Ah, he slipped. I see it. It's a non-contact. I think he's all right though. He popped up like he was okay. He slipped. It might be a wet spot on the floor. He slipped on the ground and he was shaken up. He's sitting with the medical staff and they are looking at his knee. Standing ovation from the OKC Thunder crowd though. I'll keep you guys updated on that Isaiah Joe situation. Standing ovation because Nikola Topic just checked into the game. First round draft pick from 2 years ago. Tore his ACL before his first game. Missed his entire rookie year for OKC. And then he battled testicular cancer. Very serious issue. And he's been cleared to play. And this is his debut for his NBA career out of Europe. And I've heard big things about him. But let's see. He checks into the game. End of the first quarter. He records an assist as soon as he enters the game, guys. Nice pass to Jalen Williams, who was cutting to the basket. And let's see what Nikola Topic is able to do at the NBA level. This is interesting. Jared McCain is also in the game. Aaron Wiggins is in the game, and so is Alex Caruso. Bobby Portis is still on the floor. And this is starting to become a strange game. Yeah, just like Jay Darby said, in terms of his skill set, from what I read, he's supposed to be a weapon for them, like Nikola Topic. And the fact that he entered this game in non-garbage time lets you know that he had to have been practicing well over the last couple of weeks, because I've heard nothing but good things about him. But let's see. It's all, the NBA game is a different game, obviously, especially for conditioning, for wind. JT thinks Vegas called for Isaiah Joe. In this instance, I don't think so. I saw the close-up highlight. Did you guys see it? It looked like he could have broke his leg. There was like a wet spot on the ground, and his leg bent backwards. It definitely looked painful. Just like Epic7 said in the chat, love to see those sorts of stories in sports. The comeback story for Nikola Topic. Let's see what he's able to do. Nice defense from Topic and Aaron Wiggins on AJ Green. KC Mike, welcome back. He said the Hard Rock betting app has been glitching for 2 days in a row. No. I don't have access to Hard Rock. Broken Camera Film, welcome back, fam. Hope you're having a great day. Let me know. He's considering placing a live bet on OKC first half. Honesty Jamel, welcome back, fam. Abraham, Bobby, Rabbit, Rise Up Inspired. Did you guys see the fall for Isaiah Joe? Did you guys see it? I saw it. And the Bucks win the first quarter, guys, 30-25. Let me just prepare my notes, refresh these lines. Now that we know that Deni Avdija is not playing definitively, we have a chance to attack this game maybe from a different angle. No Shaden Sharp, no Deni Avdija, no Keontae George, no Lauri Markkanen. I mean, what are those fans in Utah paying to see tonight? I hope they're not paying more than $10 to watch that game in attendance live. I mean, they do get to see, you know, the reincarnation of John Stockton and Isaiah Collier, but, you know, people don't really pay top dollar to see assists, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, Kenny, I talked about that earlier. Jaren Jackson Jr. is also out for the season. So they're missing their top three guys, the Utah. BMC, high profile sport agent, welcome back, guys. Lawrence Robinson, welcome back. Life Changes, welcome back as well. Refined Qualia. Yeah, Isaiah Collier gets buckets too, but that's more of a recent trend. He struggled with his scoring, with his shooting earlier this season and last season, but all of a sudden, he's been scoring a lot too over his last 10 games. Hopefully we see more from Chet Holmgren. We see more from Cason Wallace, more from Aaron Wiggins in this second quarter. It will be telling. I think it's a bit too early to judge it. We are behind the 8 ball a bit in terms of meeting those targets. I got a bad line, as I told you guys, with Aaron Wiggins. I could have got 14.5 before game time, but I thought he was going to start today. But either way, if Isaiah Joe is injured, and I hate to see injuries, but if he is injured and doesn't return, that does bode well for the usage of Aaron Wiggins. But let's see. And the second quarter is starting. Cason Wallace and Chet Holmgren check back into the game for OKC. Jericho Sims checks back into the game for the Bucks. And we're off and running. Second quarter started. Welcome back, Eddie, Marduk. Rise Up Inspired. Yeah, the Isaiah Joe thing is crazy. I'll let you guys know. I'm listening to the OKC broadcast too, so sometimes we get little updates like that. We do have a 3 here from Alex Caruso. Here, and the Thunder are down by 2. Nice pass from Jerami Grant. I didn't see Alex Caruso props for this game. That was really weird. Oh, they called the foul on Jerami Grant. And it was a bad pass from Kyle Kuzma that was going out of bounds. Jerami Grant just bailed the Bucks out there right at the end of the shot clock. And they make them pay. Kyle Kuzma with a bucket right in front of the rim. Cason Wallace is 0 for 3 from the field now. He just missed the corner three. Both of his points came from the free throw line. So still 2 points, 2 assists for Cason Wallace. And this is a fast-paced game, you know? A lot of stars are out today. And, we have a really low total. Right now, it's tracking towards a clear over, but we have a long way to go. Lots of athletic players on the court. Not that much in terms of offensive talent, but we're going to need Chet Holmgren to do the heavy lifting here. He's not getting many touches. Jay Darby said, I need 6 points from Caruso. It popped up live on DraftKings and had to take it. Yeah, well, you're halfway there now with that 3. I hope you cash. We have another winning bet in the chat. BJ Anderson, he cashed with the Bucks first quarter line. Thank you for sharing, BJ. And sharpest chat on earth. Let's keep it going, guys. Best of luck to everyone. King27 said he bet Chet Holmgren under 18.5 pregame. And but he also bet Cason Wallace to go over his threes. Welcome back, King27. Enjoy the game. Honesty Jamel said he bet on Drew Holiday over 5.5 assists today. And best of luck to you. G-Fit Strength bet on OKC minus 11, the Jazz plus 8.5, and the Lakers minus 6. Best of luck. So Denny Avdia is not playing. Let me see if I can get a couple bets on the board for you guys. Hey, smash the like button for me. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes, everyone. I'll likely have at least one bet for you shortly for this Blazers-Jazz game regardless. But in the meantime, kindly hit that like button and subscribe as well. Thanks a lot. Mellow on the beat. Welcome back, fam. Welcome back. Cam Thomas, 25 points. LeBron, 9 assists for him today. Both at plus money. Best of luck. I hope you cash, fam. Let's go. And Cason Wallace has 1 point. He only hit 1 free throw on that first trip. Drop your bets for the next game. And we're back from the timeout. Free throws for Jared McCain. He missed the first. Hold on, guys. I'm just refreshing lines and doing stuff in the background with this Blazers Jazz game. See if I can get a bet for you guys. Finalize something. The lines have changed. No Denny Avdia. I see quite a few of you are dropping bets for the game. Drop those bets for the next game, guys. Let's go. Nice three there. It's a three from Kyle Kuzma, wide open in the corner. There you go, Jay Darby. 2 threes already for Alex Caruso. It's crazy how they didn't offer his lines pregame. And this game is trending towards being a high-scoring affair. Alex Caruso, 6 points. AJ Green, 3 threes. He responds instantly for the Bucks. 3 threes for AJ Green. He goes over 2.5 early in the second quarter. I talked about that. And that's a good sign for Nikola Topic. His first NBA points in his career after a crazy comeback story that I'm sure you guys will see in the media, but you guys heard what I said about his journey just to get on the court. And the fans definitely like that. So a trend that I'm noticing in this game, guys, something that we've seen over the last few for OKC, they're not forcing turnovers defensively. They usually force a lot of turnovers and they get out and run. And the Bucks are doing a decent job of not turning the ball over in the open floor. Now, stuff like this is happening. That's the 3rd foul on Jericho Sims, by the way, of the game. Stuff like that's happening, throwing the ball out of bounds, offensive fouls, stuff like that stops the clock. But in terms of live ball turnovers, we're not seeing that from the Bucks. That would lead to points in transition for OKC. And that to me is a big factor in this game early. I hope that makes sense. Cleveland said he was so mad he couldn't get an Alex Caruso line. Nice three there. Jab step from Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams. And OKC are right back in it. They're right back in it. And Alex Caruso again. 3 threes for him in the second quarter. All 9 of his points have come in the last 4 minutes. He's on fire. And just like that, OKC ties this ball game. Timeout Doc Rivers. He might have to reshuffle his deck and get a new lineup out there. And yes, Isaiah Joe is still out. Still waiting for official word on Isaiah Joe, but as of right now, he has not returned to this ball game. And that definitely changed the trajectory of this game, especially at first, but it seems like OKC is absorbing the blow of his loss. Right now, they're picking things up. Let's see where things go now. I mean, he's been playing so well, Isaiah Joe. I mean, the rest of the team is going to have to shoot lights out for the rest of this game, just like Alex Caruso is now. Yep, broken camera film. Hey, broken camera film. Did you bet OKC live for the first half? And what's the line right now? OKC was just plus 1.5 for the first half live spread at the last timeout. Crazy. You jumped on? Okay. Best of luck. You got 2+ money lines as well. I hope you go 2-0. Let's go. Let's see what happens after this timeout. I mean, both teams have been playing really well recently, but let's see. It's an 11-3 run for OKC, by the way. What's the live line at the half right now? Let me check. Now the Thunder are -1.5, -140. I'll wait to see if the Bucks punch back and I can get a better line. Maybe I'll place a live bet at the half. Just be ready, guys, in case I do. But best of luck, Broken Camera, and thanks for sharing, fam. Jay Darby said the books are playing games with Alex Caruso, so I had to jump in when I saw it. Yep, another winning bet, guys. Alex Caruso, 6+ points, live bet from Jay Darby. Let's go. Ben Thompson as well, cashed with AJ Green, 2+ assists. Sharpest chat on earth is on a roll. Let's go. Best of luck, real straight. KC Mike. You guys are dropping bets too. Mo92 is betting on Donovan Clingan over 11.5 rebounds. Rishi is contemplating betting on the Bucks full game plus 7.5 live. We are back from the timeout. So a sleepy start for my props. You know, I bet less today, but I still want to win them all. Chumeni Kamara, Ramrod, welcome back. He's betting on Chumeni Kamara. Over 13.5 points today for the Blazers. Casey Mike is betting on Klay Thompson over 2.5 threes today. Said it was inspired by me. I only bet Klay Thompson that one time, but it was the game where he went absolutely crazy against the Spurs last week. And best of luck, guys. Jonathan Corbett's betting on Chumeni Kamara of the Blazers, 2+ threes. Cleveland's betting on Austin Reaves today. Refined Qualia is betting on Isaiah Collier over 26.5 points and assists. KC Mike, Ace Bailey under 17.5 points. Cat Loves Ramen, welcome back. Best of luck, everyone sharing your bets. Mo92 just placed a live bet on Chet Holmgren over 14.5 points. The Bucks take the lead. A 3 out of the timeout from Ousmane Dieng, who is in a mini revenge spot. He just got traded from OKC at the trade deadline. A lot of you might say, who? But hey, a lot of you do know him, though. Another rebound for Bobby Portis. Three boards for Bobby. And we have a foul. It looks like it might be on the floor, though. A foul on Jared McCain, his second foul of the game on Kyle Kuzma. Jared McCain with a layup. 3 points for McCain. And OKC trail by 1. Yeah, we need more everything from Wallace. Nice defense there from Aaron Wiggins. He steals the ball from Kevin Porter Jr. But OKC turns the ball over. Wiggins was shooting a 3 in the corner, but his foot was on the line. He's out of bounds. Whoa, second 3 from Bobby Portis, the mayor of Milwaukee. Shout out to my bro Authorized in the chat. The mayor of Milwaukee. With a 3. 6 points for Bobby. Need those steals from Cason Wallace. In the second quarter, he was a bit active in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, Cason Wallace is literally running cardio, conditioning right now. And things are trending in the opposite direction. Kyle Kuzma. And 1. Assisted by Bobby Portis. And Kuzma's going to the free throw line. 5 rebounds for Bobby Portis. He's been active on the boards. And maybe I should have bet that points and rebounds line by itself because now I'm going to be sweating Cason Wallace steals of all things. I should have just bet Bobby Portis by himself. Chet Holmgren has been a disappointment. Chet has been a disappointment in this game. But let's see if we can live bet, guys. We can always live bet. And I'll let you guys know when I do. He got subbed out. He got subbed out for Kenrich Williams. Another basket for Bobby Portis. He's had big games against OKC, guys. Remember that. Mid-range jumper for Bobby Portis. He's also gobbling up the rebounds. 8 points, 6 rebounds for Bobby. Remember, I said he was the only player that I trusted to go over his prop lines in this game. On the Bucks side of things. And I right now, it appears to be foolish to pair him with Cason Wallace steals, but we still have time. We have time on our side, you know? Nice three from Kyle Kuzma, and just like that, I kid you not, since the last time out, the Bucks just go on a 14-2 run. It's a 14-2 run for the Bucks. Timeout OKC. Wild turn of events there. Yep, big shout out to Tasha. I couldn't scroll back to the top. Tasha, J. Darby said Tasha shared Bucks first half team total over 51.5, and that is a winner with 4.5 minutes to spare. Great call, Tasha, and thank you so much for sharing. Honesty, Jamel, and Ben Thompson, yeah. Chet's been, he's been non-existent in this game. I definitely didn't expect this. Here comes Chet back in the game. We're going to need, realistically, guys, we need, bare minimum, we need shot attempts, He only attempted 4 shots. Like, come on. And OKC turns the ball over out of the timeout. Jalen Williams with the turnover. Ousmane Dieng steals the ball, goes coast to coast, gets fouled, and now he's going to the free throw line. Bucks are about to shoot a pair of free throws. That was a bad pass from Jalen Williams. He tried to give it to Chet on an alley-oop dunk attempt, but the Bucks, they sniffed it out. And then Jalen Williams is the one that made the mistake on the other end of the floor. So a turnover from Williams and then a foul from Williams immediately after. OKC's in trouble. OKC is in trouble. You're definitely right, Bobby. Ousmane Dieng with 7 points against his old team. 17-2 run for the Bucks. And finally, OKC scores something. It's an and one opportunity for Jalen Williams. And he has 7 points. A late whistle there on, looks like it's on Jericho Sims. Or is that Andre Jackson? Yeah, Andre Jackson. No, Isaiah Joe never came back into the game. Oh, yeah, he did. Wait, hold on. Isaiah Joe's back in the game, everyone. I don't know why I thought that was Aaron Wiggins. I have it like a bit minimized, but Isaiah Joe's back in the game. Cason Wallace checked back into the game as well. So good news for everyone. He is back. So here's what I'll do. We're getting close to halftime now, and we'll still have about 30 minutes to spare. I'll look to add a couple of bets for that Jazz Blazers game at halftime of this game, and then I will also assess, possible live bets in this game as well. So we have some good news. If he hits the free throws, Chet Holmgren is going to the free throw line. He was fouled by Kyle Kuzma. Another foul on Kuzma. 2 free throws on the way for Chet. And wow. He made the second free throw. Bucks ball up by 14. 3 minutes left. Chet has 5 points. Quotable said they have Bucks minus 1.5 right now live. So much respect for OKC right now in this game by the odds makers. Cason Wallace is 0 for 4 from the field. Unbelievable. That might be an instant trip to the storage room. And guys, the zone, if you guys aren't aware, I'm watching the game. The Bucks did switch to a zone defense about 5 minutes ago, and it's really confusing. It looks like it's confusing. It's confusing OKC. Usually we see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Jalen Williams sort of counter the opponents playing the zone. We see that a lot, because of their ability to get into the teeth of the defense. And then with that drive and kick penetration to open three-point shooters, Shai and J-Dub are really good at that. But without those two in the game, Doc Rivers switching to a zone defense appears to be confusing the hell out of the Milwaukee Bucks. Chet Holmgren just scored back-to-back shots, though. So, Chet just hit a 3 in the blink of an eye. No, it was a long 2. They corrected it. It was a long 2 while I was talking about the Bucks' defensive adjustment. And then on the next possession, OKC, and this is the trend. This is what they need. A steal from Alex Caruso. Everyone runs. Layup in transition for Chet Holmgren. And 1. If he hits the free throw, he has a chance to have 10 points at halftime. And all of a sudden, Chet Holmgren is knocking on the door of having a double-digit for first half. All it took was for us to threaten to put him in the storage room, guys. That's all it took, Yep, Tasha, welcome back. And we were just congratulating you. Jay Darby was as well. He was first. And thanks for sharing that winning bet on the Bucks first half Team total over 51.5. Sharpest chat on earth. Let's keep it going, guys. Love to see you winning. Another winning bet. It's Jimmy NY. He's been on a roll recently as well. Ousmane Dieng of the Bucks over 14.5 points and rebounds. That's a sharp call at minus 104 odds. Cashes before halftime. Great call, Jimmy, and thanks for sharing. Ousmane Dieng was probably heartbroken to be traded from OKC at the deadline after not really breaking into the rotation over his 3 years there. Thank you. Yeah, about this, the storage room. I mean, no one wants to go in there, man. You don't want to have no attention from the fans, you know? You don't want that. All of the troll tweets and stuff. You don't want that stuff, man. That's what happens when you go to the storage room. You go in there with players like Paolo Banchero, man. You know? Neemias Queta. At halftime, I'm going to ask everyone who's in theirs right now. Yeah, I hope you get that back, Broken Camera. No joke, I was rooting for you. Chet hit the free throw, by the way. Sorry, I have to go back to the top. Whoa! Whoa! Chet Holmgren with 12 points now. A putback layup, and now he's active. All it took was for him to look up at the scoreboard and see that they're down by 16. Chet Holmgren has scored 10 points. No, 9 points in the last 2.5 minutes of regulation. Swaggy said the entire NBA deserves storage room. 4 threes for AJ Green in the first half. And he goes over his 10.5 point line. Assisted by Ousmane Dieng. And there's a trend developing here with Dieng. He's being used in a capacity that we haven't seen from OKC when he was there for 3 years. But OKC still trail by 14 with under 20 seconds to go. Okay, Chet's on fire now. Another basket, a big dunk from Chet, and the fans love it. With 2 seconds to spare before halftime. And Chet Holmgren has 14 points. He doesn't want to be banned. He wants us to continue betting on his player props. But I don't care that he has 14 points. He needs 5 more, or he's still going in there. And that was a big dunk with no resistance at the rim. None. They didn't want to get dunked on, and it was a free dunk. We finally hear the fans start cheering again, and Chet Holmgren, it was basically him versus the Bucks for the last 3 minutes, but they still trail by 12 points after that huge run from the Bucks, who put up 67 points on the second night of a back-to-back against the reigning champs, who are undermanned, and this is another impressive game from the Bucks, who have been playing so much better in the month of February. Let's see if I can find a live bet in this game. I won't force it, but maybe I'll also add a bet for the Jazz-Blazers game that also has a complete hit job on the injury report from top to bottom. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying the game, the analysis. And if you guys don't mind, hit the like button. Everyone who's not subscribed watching, I usually go live every day, live betting the NBA slate all season long. If you're into sports betting, press subscribe on the channel. And let's see if we can get the stream up over 200 likes. Thanks a lot, guys. That was a pretty exciting first half. I can't, I'm surprised. That was a pretty exciting first half of basketball from a game that had a pregame total of only 213.5. Yep. Just like EWM community said, let's all threaten to put Case and Wallace in the storage room. And maybe he'll come to life as well. We have 25 minutes until the Portland Trailblazers take on the Utah Jazz in a game that is missing literally probably the top 4 players that should be featured in the game. Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen, Deni Avdija, Shaedon Sharpe, Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. So the top 5 players that would be in this game in a perfect world are all out. But let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can add here. So with Deni Avdija out, this line is now Blazers minus 5.5 on DraftKings. That's the best line I see on the major books. It's at 6 even on FanDuel. And you can actually still get +7 for the Jazz on Bet365. They're lagging behind the market a bit here after the Deni Avdija news. But let's see. For all of the talk about the tanking with the Jazz, the fines and stuff, the disgusting activity with the injury report, this is still a Utah Jazz team that's covered the last 6 games in a row against the spread on the full game spread, guys. You know, so. But obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. played in 2 or 3 of those games, and so did Lauri Markkanen. Let's see here. Let's see here. How do you guys feel about the game? Let me know, chat. Thank you guys for being here. I don't think we have much to worry about with Chet, but let's see if I can minimize some of the other damage here. Bobby Portis, AJ Green, my projections were hitting, man. Crazy. Also, guys, go down to the description of this video and join my free Discord. If you're not in there, join the free Discord. We'd love to see you guys talking in there. Shout out to everyone that has been sharing pics in my free Discord. People think the Bucks are tanking. They're not tanking. It's crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm actually contemplating a live bet first, just so we don't miss out. Let's see here. They started to force a couple of turnovers towards the end of that half. Can they carry that momentum over to the second half? I just remember Gambler's Gambit in the chat, our bro, before the game, he was the only one that said the Bucks money line is the freest bet today. That was just stuck in my head right now. And but we still have an entire half to play. This is a confident Bucks team right now. They're playing team basketball. They're making the extra rotations on defense. They're also making the extra pass on offense. They're playing. Doc Rivers has them playing the right way. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm going to give it a chance here, guys. Bucks. Oh no, sorry. OKC. Let me just compare. First live bet for me is going up on the board. And I'm going to bet this one on FanDuel. I'm going to bet OKC plus 1.5 full game at minus 108 odds to win a half unit. Giving that a shot. So let me just type it out for you. I just placed it on FanDuel. And here we go. Now let me just move on to this Jazz game quickly. There it is. OKC Thunder plus 1.5, minus 108 to win a half unit. I just placed that bet. Also want to remind everyone to follow me on social media at Myguyknowsaguy. X, Twitter, or Instagram are good options if you want to see where I am active. I'm very active on Twitter, but you can also follow me on Instagram. It's pinned in the chat. My X, they're both the same name as my channel, so Myguyknowsaguy. If you guys don't mind, follow me there. Also, here's a question that I wanted to ask you guys. I mean, this would just be for fun, obviously, but, you know, would you guys be interested in any streams during All-Star Weekend or what? How do you feel about that, chat? I would love to hear your feedback on that. How do you feel about some All-Star Weekend streams here on the channel? Let me know yes or no in the chat. Give me your reasons. What events do you want to see? Will Vince Williams feature heavily in today's game for the Jazz? Find out next time on So how do you guys feel about Ace Bailey in this game as well? Might bet on Ace Bailey. Let's see what we can do here with essentially the entire... All of the stars are out for this one. Yeah, you can bet on all-star props. You can. So the Blazers have gone over the total in 6 straight games. Might bode well for a few props here. Oh, people definitely bet the All-Star Weekend. You can bet the dunk contest, all that stuff if you're new to betting. Okay, so the third quarter just started. Let's go, guys. OKC and Bucks third quarter. Let me get a bet up on the board for the Blazers Jazz game while you guys enjoy the third quarter here. And let's see. We have 2 blocks for Chet Holmgren. He just blocked Kevin Porter Jr. as soon as the third quarter started. And we're off to the races. I just placed a live bet on the OKC plus 1.5 live. And we have a Dort 3. His first 3 of the game. Assisted by Chet. Defense leads to offense for OKC. That's been the recipe for the last 3 years. Points off of turnovers stacking up after a rough first quarter for them. Unbelievable. We got a block shot from Cason Wallace. I hope they regrade that as a steal somehow. Cason Wallace with a block shot. Isaiah Joe is also on the court, just so you know. And it was a clean block. Cason Wallace blocked AJ Green mid-range jump shot at the end of the shot clock. But Isaiah Joe bricks a 3. He missed a deep 3 there. And it's still Bucks up by 9, but the ball went out of bounds and it's Bucks ball here. And they don't do anything with it. Kyle Kuzma misses a 3. Off the offensive rebound. A heavily contested shot, by the way, from on that Kuzma 3. Isaiah Joe had a hand in his face. Unbelievable. What are the odds that we get 2 block shots from Cason Wallace, who's a guard, before we get a single steal? 2 block shots in 30 seconds for Cason Wallace. And the Bucks haven't scored yet. Is that defensive wall back? Oh, the Bucks finally score. It's Jericho Sims. Nice pass from Kevin Porter Jr. 5 assists for Kevin Porter Jr. 6 points for Jericho Sims. He went over that pregame 5.5 point line with that alley-oop layup. Give it to Chet. Lou Dort just scored. Hold on, guys. They really have Ace Bailey at 18.5 points today, his points line? Are they expecting him to play 40 minutes? Like, what's going on here? Get this guy off the floor, Kenrick Williams. He hasn't done anything today. Get this guy off the floor. Three players for the Bucks have double-digit scoring now. Okay, I have something for this Jazz Blazers game. I'm going to put it up on the board right now. Looks like I just missed I can still hear the game. Lou Dort scored, but Cason Wallace assisted him. So OKC down by 9. Timeout Bucks. Lou Dort with 9 points all of a sudden. Excuse me, guys. I had to sneeze. I have something I am going to bet on this in this Jazz game. Let's do this. Two bets for this game, the Jazz game. Two bets for you guys. Okay, you might have to do some line shopping, guys. I'm betting it at plus 6.5 based on what I have access to, so you might have to do some line shopping because it's only plus 6 on FanDuel. I'm betting it on PointsBet. Utah Jazz plus 6.5. Okay, that's the first bet. I just locked it in. Utah Jazz plus 6.5. The other bet, I just have to get the line. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Dang, it's really tough to bet on Jusuf Nurkic, man. They might not want him to play. They might not want him to play. He's playing, but he's not starting. Kyle Filipovsky is starting. So I was gonna place 3 bets. Guys, here's another bet though. And best of luck either way, guys. I like it. I'm betting this one on DraftKings. Scoot Henderson over 4.5 assists, minus 107 to win a half unit. So 5 assists for Scoot Henderson of the Blazers. I wanted to bet on Jusuf Nurkic 10 plus points, but I'm not doing it. He's coming off the bench, and maybe we can get a line in game. Who knows? What did I miss? Whoa, a Cason Wallace basket? Whoa, he finally has 3 points. We need a lot, though. He turned the ball over on the next possession. OKC's only down by 7 now, though. So we do have a timeout, OKC. And just so you know, I did place 2 bets for this Jazz Blazers game. You still have 3 minutes before it comes on. Utah Jazz plus 6.5 on points bet to win a half unit. Scoot Henderson over. Sorry, I should say over. Scoot Henderson of the Blazers over 4.5 assists at minus 107 odds to win a half unit. And I'm back in the action with OKC. Let me catch up with the chat. Thank you guys for being here once again. Hope you guys are enjoying the games. We've reached the All-Star break. Let me scroll back and see some of your your feedback on the All-Star game question I had. Jay Darby said he'd be tuned in if I streamed during the All-Star game. My bro. Yeah, I mean, I know you guys are talking about how the Jazz and the Pacers were fined for manipulating injury reports to tank. But at the same time, guys, I mean, the Jazz, they've been covering spreads. There's 6 in a row for the Utah Jazz. I think 2 in a row for the Pacers. But obviously, this is a season-wide thing from what we've seen from the Jazz of not playing fair with the injury report. The professional said the Thunder might lose tonight. Hey, I respectfully disagree. Share your bets, though. Refined Qualia is betting on the West in the All-Star game. J-Main34 said Bobby Portis to get 15 plus points, plus 116. I may hit this Sims bet, but unless he gets a foul, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Bobby Portis 15 plus live? J Main said. Digital Print House. Welcome back, bro. He said he would watch if I did a live bet. No, if I did a live stream. Sorry, I was just reading too many comments at once during the All-Star game. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Did I scroll back too far? Epic 7. Yeah, that sucks. They got rid of Scoot Henderson on your book. See what happens after this timeout. There's a review taking place on who that ball went out of bounds on. Is it Cason Wallace or not? Jonathan Clark said he'll tune in. EWM said he'll tune in. She said he'll tune in. She will tune in as well. Apologies. I'm not, Full of Style said he's close to cashing with Chet double-double today. I'm sure that pays nicely. Epic 7 said, I don't know what we're tuning into, but I'll always be here for sure. The All-Star game, I was considering maybe the dunk contest on Saturday, 3-point contest, or maybe the All-Star game on Sunday, or maybe both. Although, I do plan on betting up on some boxing on Saturday, which is a bit weird to many, but a lot of you bet on boxing, and when I asked that yesterday, I was surprised at how many people bet on boxing, so maybe I'll share my boxing bets this weekend as well, if you're interested in that, but if you're not, nothing will change with my live NBA betting streams. Joe Nesbitt said he can't wait for MLB. Chris said he bets UFC. JP Tracy said we'll tune in if I do a stream for All-Star Weekend. Lawrence Robinson's betting Isaiah Collier 9+ assists and Austin Reaves 5+ assists later on. Thanks for sharing the bets, guys. Thanks for your feedback as well. Yadi said he'll be here as well. The All-Star game, there's a spread. It's just like betting a regular game, but you have to be careful because we don't know how many minutes the players are going to play. Just because a starter is starting, you just never know. Sometimes these coaches get competitive and players off the bench perform well, and then they get more minutes in the second half. That's how it goes sometimes. The game between the Blazers and the Jazz has tipped off. First basket is Cody Williams of the Jazz. Kyle Filipovsky with the assists. Sidi Sissoko assists Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is the first basket for the Blazers. Too early. Let me just refit the screen so you can see it. No, nothing will change with my daily NBA stream for everyone, just so you know. But if you want to become a member here on my channel, you won't see any ads during my streams. You can become a My Guy supporter at any time. Click the join button on my channel. But I do have a question for the people who weren't here yesterday or who didn't answer. Would you guys be interested in bets for other sports as well this weekend? Just let me know. I have a channel that I created called My Guy Knows Footy, which is dedicated to soccer betting. Many people know me for soccer bets on social media. If you're interested in that, I haven't posted there for a long time, but I need to. If you click my YouTube channel and scroll down just a little bit, you'll see my second channel called My Guy Knows Footy with my face on a soccer ball. Subscribe to that channel, guys. But here on my main channel, would you guys be interested in boxing, hockey, stuff like that? If I'm confident, going forward, not for live streaming though. The live streams will be for NBA. I'm talking about just like some quick videos that I'll upload to the channel. How do you guys feel about that? Give me some feedback. This is a good time to get some feedback. The Bucks are down by, OKC is down by 9 here. Kendrick Williams at the free throw line. Yeah, maybe, who knows, maybe UFC as well, I know a lot of you guys bet on UFC. She bets on NBA and college basketball. K Bills is betting on Isaiah Collier under 10.5 assists live. Best of luck. Fading John Stockton. And the Bucks go back up by 12. So this is, this third quarter literally flew by. Yachty, yeah. But Yachty, go subscribe to my soccer betting channel. Click my channel. And let me know if you guys do. My guy knows footy. Just click on my channel. The second channel. Let's get back into the action. Let's see if I can maybe place another live bet in the Thunder game. I'm a bit hesitant to now. It's pretty shocking what's taking place right now. But not really. The Bucks have been playing really well. I'm really surprised at Chet, though. Jimmy NY, I'll get back on that. It's an 8-6 lead for the Blazers. I am watching both games. Bobby Portis checks back into the game for the Bucks in the other one. Jared McCain checks back into the game as well. Nice dunk there from Cason Wallace. Athletic move there. Oh no, it was Aaron Wiggins. 5 points for Aaron Wiggins. But Ousmane Dieng, who is having, is this a career night for Ousmane Dieng? Like, Full of Style said Donovan Clingan is a beast. He has 4 rebounds already. Thanks for being here too, Joe Nesbitt. Kenny as well. Cleveland said Donovan Clingan might get 20 rebounds tonight. Another basket for OKC. This time is Jared McCain. His first 3 of the game. He has 6 points. And but they cannot stop Ousmane Dieng in his revenge game. This is a crazy performance from him. No joke. It's another basket from him. And he had this game circled. He went to bed early last night. And the OKC is folding at the moment. Back-to-back threes for Jared McCain. And those 2 shots are really keeping them in this game. The Bucks are trying to create some separation here. They already have, but it's back to a single-digit game. We have free throws for Donovan Clingan in the Blazers game. Bobby Portis, 3. Whoa. He's from France, EWM community. He was drafted by the OKC 3 years ago, and he never broke into the rotation. Just like Jay Darby said, it's difficult to break into their rotation and get playing time, and they finally gave up on him. His rookie deal ends this season, and the Bucks picked him up at the trade deadline. So, I mean, I guess one man's trash is another. You know, you guys know the saying. And this is a big-time performance from him. He has a chip on his shoulder for having to pack his bags and move to Milwaukee. Timeout Jazz, they're down by 9. Jerami Grant scores right at the rim. Timeout Utah. Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Joe just checked right back into the game. But Cam Thomas scores again, and the Bucks go up by 14. I might be on the wrong side. Another missed shot for Chet. I'm just glad I didn't bet 1 unit each today, but regardless, it looks like, I mean, it's not looking good right now, just being honest. Chet just missed a 3, but they catch a break. Cam Thomas misses a shot there. Bobby Portis is going for a double-double. He has 11 points and 9 rebounds now. And they go back up by 16, matching their biggest lead of the game. The Bucks are on fire, and OKC might be ready for a vacation, because they are getting out-hustled on almost every possession. We have a putback layup. That's an offensive rebound for Pete Nance. On the other end, immediately after that, a block shot for Ousmane Dieng. 3 blocks for Dieng. And the Bucks have a chance to go up. They're up by 18. We've reached the end of the quarter, though. We did reach the end of the quarter. Cam Thomas missed a 3 there. Whoa. Shout out to Gambler's Gambit in the chat. He said that Bucks money line was free before the game. Still not secured, but you guys, I gotta give you credit where credit's due. Let's see if we can turn this around. Big fourth quarter on the way. If I place any more bets, I'll let you know. I might have something for that Lakers game. I'll let you guys know very soon. Thank you guys for being here regardless. Always remember, you're in control of your funds. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. And best of luck always. Chat, sharpest chat on earth. I can't believe Chet did not score in that third quarter. Unbelievable. And Isaiah Joe hasn't scored since the first quarter. But great call, Jobin Hoopin. And Jonathan Corbett, third quarter Bucks spread plus 5.5. Both of you cashed, and thanks for sharing. Congrats on your winnings. Let's keep it going. Sharpest chat on earth. Welcome back, Likewell Finance. Guys, we are 20 likes away from 200 likes. Let's get there. Let's get there. Smash that like button if anyone's watching that did not hit the like button. We have 245 people watching, and I appreciate every single one of you. And we're back. It's the start of the fourth quarter. Both games are back. Thanks a lot, Kenny. That means a lot. Welcome to the community. It doesn't always go like this, you know. We've had a lot of great days. It's been a great season, but you know, have to remain level-headed. have to be realistic every single day. And welcome to the community, Kenny. Ferg the Third. Like Will Finance, welcome back. Tasha. David Lewisette, welcome back. He cashed with Kyle Kuzma, 10 plus points. And Kevin Porter Jr., 6 plus assists. Let's go. Congrats to you. OKC's cooked, man. They're cooked. Another 3 for AJ Green. Bobby Portis has been a menace. 4 steals for Bobby Portis. Why is Chet not shooting? It's crazy. He's literally doing cardio. I'm watching him. He's doing cardio. Biggest lead of the game for the Bucks. They're up by 22. Unbelievable. This one might be over, man. Pete Nance with a big 3. And what a performance from all of these Bucks players. I hope not, DC United. Yachty said Chet took his under. Yep, Joe Nesbitt. Yep, no hate here. Just support. Everyone's welcome as long as you guys stay positive. Just, Gotta give it to Doc Rivers, man. He has these guys rolling. He has them rolling. Good little outburst there from the Jazz. They're down by 5 now. Let's see what happens there. If the game becomes if the Bucks go up any more, I'll probably switch the scoreboard around for you guys. These guys are ready for vacation. Cleveland said, yeah, OKC has a guy playing in his first NBA game, giving him meaningful minutes in the middle of the season when everyone else is in mid-season form. But at the same time, and that was a bad turnover from Nikola Topic. I'm sure you saw that too. Yeah, and real straight. Yep, Isaiah Joe hasn't scored since leaving the game in the first quarter. He was only gone for like 5 minutes of regulation. We did get our first assist from Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson's in the game, guys, for that other bet I added on a Jerami Grant 3. Yeah, X100, it's crazy. Isaiah Joe cashed. He hits a 3 out of the timeout, assisted by Kenrich Williams. And see what we can do with the rest of this slate. Whoa, they can't stop the Bucks are on. The Bucks are going to score 120 plus, maybe 125 tonight. Wow, Viper VV, thank you so much for that super chat donation in the chat. That really, really does mean a lot, fam. Thank you for the kind gesture. As you know, I really do appreciate you. And he has a question as well. Um, Wait, hold on. It's freezing. 1 second. I'm going to read your question. Chet is still on the court, guys. And it is not looking good right now. If he has 14 at halftime, if he finishes with 14, it's just disgusting. I have to refresh the page, though. Hold on. Hold on, Viper. I'm about to answer your question. He said, are there any teams you had higher expectations for before the season? Like with their lineup, you think that they're underperforming? And likewise, are there any teams that exceeded your expectations? That's a really good question. Let me just let me think about that for 1 second. Free throws for Chet on the way. Okay, finally, I can see the chat. Well, I'll start at the back end of your question. The team that I think exceeded my expectations and the expectations of many people who cover the NBA are the Phoenix Suns. I'm not saying that because I'm wearing their hat, but this is a team that many people predicted to maybe possibly even enter a bit of a rebuilding phase. But when you look at it, that was foolish. All of the the preseason reporting about the Suns. When you look at the way their roster is constructed with Mark Williams, who appears to be healthy, obviously, losing Kevin Durant is going to hurt anyone. But long term, it still looks to be a quality play in terms of, getting a youthful player that still has upside in Jalen Green. And Dylan Brooks has exceeded everyone's expectations. So, and then the coaching job of Jordan Ott, who, they played a bit worse recently, but I do think he should be one of the favorites for Coach of the Year. New Phoenix Suns head coach Jordan Ott. He is a spectacular coach. It's a small sample size, only a half of a season, but he has them playing the right way. Their defense has outperformed many people's expectations. They have a solid defensive identity, and there's a chance that they'll make the playoffs. Like they're contending for a playoff spot. Right now they're on the bubble with the Lakers and the Timberwolves for a playoff spot. So I think that they've exceeded my expectations. And then obviously they have Devin Booker. Colin Gillespie has been a revelation for them in a contract year for them. He's provided some stability in their backcourt as well. So the Suns are making moves. They're playing well. They have an amazing perimeter defense as well. The only cause for concern is, can Devin Booker get healthy for the playoffs? He's struggled with his health this season. That's been a big theme for the Suns. And a team that has, underperformed my preseason expectations, I would have to say the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets, they have a good record. They're 33-20, but the Rockets, they are turnover machines. Obviously, the injury to Fred VanVleet factors into what I'm saying, but because it was a major blow. But I mean, they didn't address. I was disappointed in their front office for not addressing their ball handling needs because they're turnover machines, guys. At the trade deadline to bring in another ball handler, but they decided to stay with to keep what they have. And the Rockets are a team that should be on paper near the top of the Western stand. They should be right up there with the Spurs and OKC. When you look at the momentum that they should have continued from last year, but it just shows you that maybe we undervalued Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green from last year. But with the way that they're turning the ball over, I mean, it's just disgusting. And back into the action, guys. Thanks a lot for that super chat, Viper. How do you feel, too? What's your answer to that question? And also, guys, they subbed Chet Holmgren out of the game with 16 points. Absolutely disgusting. And, and OKC is, I mean, the Bucks are running away with it. So there's a chance I'm going to land on my face. They're smaller bets, but smaller bets all add up, guys. No excuses in that game. I'm just going to switch sides with the scoreboard unless Chet comes back into the game. Maybe they can make a run, but I don't see it happening. Very strange rotations tonight, and I'm just not happy with it. Just how it goes. How do you guys feel? How are your bets going? Blazers up by 8. This guy, Chet Holmgren, went the entire third quarter without scoring. Five minutes to go in Oklahoma City. A disgraceful performance, but, the Bucks have been playing well recently. They definitely tricked me. I should have bet Bobby Portis by himself. Cason Wallace was almost non-existent offensively. So was Aaron Wiggins. Last minute lineup change as well. I thought Aaron Wiggins was starting today, but and there might not be a reason from the coaching staff perspective to put Chet Holmgren back in this game. They did call a timeout, though. Cason Wallace had 3 points and 3 assists. That is unbelievable. I mean, both teams were on the second night of a back-to-back. Both teams were traveling as well last night, and, doesn't seem to be affecting the Bucks as much, but it definitely affected OKC. And the Jazz are only down by 2. Let's see if I can claw some back in that game. I'm not opposed to live betting that game either. So, let's see. But I do thank you guys for being here. Viper said, yeah, Rockets have no bench. It seems the starters will get tired in a series. Yeah. I mean, you never know. I mean, what if they do, clean things up with their turnovers just in time for the playoffs? That's the big X factor for them, ball security. And also they're off because of that, they're turning the ball over as often as they do. Their offense has been almost unwatchable. It's been tough to watch the Rockets on the offensive end for almost 2 months now. They go on long scoring droughts. Tie game with the Jazz. Let's see what happens after this OKC timeout. I think they're going to leave the end of the bench in the game. The Jazz have the craziest lineup on the court right now. If you guys see the players that are on the court for the Jazz, like what? Look at the lineup for the Jazz right now. And they just went on a run to take the lead. That's crazy. Ooh! I'm just joking. Well, I won't bet Chet to the playoffs. Simple. I won't bet on Chet Holmgren until the playoffs. Storage room until then. I'll bet on him in the playoffs though. Last year I made some money with Chet Holmgren, but it was a disappointing outcome. You know, that scoring drought where he missed like 5 straight shots in the third quarter was crazy. And he's not in the game, but they still have Kevin Porter Jr. in the game for the Bucks. It's a 16-4 run for the Utah Jazz to end that first quarter. Nope, Chet got benched. Okay, Lakers, Mavs. Also vote on the poll. Vote on the poll too, guys. We have 290 votes. Who covers tonight, Lakers or Mavs? You still have time to vote on that poll. I'll end it so you can see the results soon. The fans in OKC are starting to leave. They are stunned. And look at Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers, they drew up a masterpiece today. And this game is over because Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Giannis's brother, has entered the game. When he enters the game, the result has been decided. Okay, Lakers, Mavs. Refresh these lines. Hold on. Let's see here. Austin Reaves is coming off the bench. Can you guys believe this? Austin Reaves is coming off the bench tonight. It's official. Marcus Smart is starting. Austin Reaves is coming off the bench. They're not playing fair in the NBA today. They did this with Isaiah Joe and Andrew Wiggins earlier. Oh yeah, here are the results for the poll, the Lakers poll. Yep, Elvis, you're right. But because of the high points prop line, people expected him to today. Let's see here. The lines have changed since the starting lineup has been released, so I have to refresh these lines. Just give me a second. I was looking at a couple of players on the Mavs side too. I'm not sure about Klay Thompson. I'm not betting on him today, personally. Personally, I'm not. I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of bets, though, but I'm going to ask you guys, before I share the bets, get the stream to 225 likes. I'm willing. We have more people watching than hit the like button, so if you guys can smash the like button on the way out before I end the stream, I will share another bet, so... just asking you guys to go ahead and do that for me. Get the stream to 225 likes. Thank you guys. And anyone who's not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Let's see if we can enjoy this next one. Best of luck, everyone. Thank you. Like 11 of you guys hit the like button instantly. And I appreciate you guys. Also, everyone that already hit the like button, I appreciate you guys as well. And I will leave you guys with bets for this game right now. So let me just go ahead and do this. And the Bucks destroy the OKC Thunder. Both teams stopped scoring. That fourth quarter was so weird. No points in the second half, guys. And the game goes under, and I strike out completely in that game. Unbelievable. And, the Bucks are, they're playing really well. But either way, OKC looked disinterested in the second half of that game. They're ready for a vacation or something. And the only good thing I can say is that they were smaller bets, but if losing multiple small bets will add up. The Bucks win by 17, and they win on the money line as 12 point. They closed as 12-point underdogs, guys. Another big-time performance from them. And they win on the money line on consecutive nights on the road, missing a few key guys. Let's move on, though. I'm running out of time. They said the NBA is considering making a tournament for all of the lottery teams where they have to fight it out for the number one seed. I mean, for the number one draft pick. Yeah, who's the best worst team? Okay, guys. Almost done with these Lakers Mavs bets. Smash that like button for me. I appreciate you guys for being here. It's been a fun first half of the season. I still think Austin Reaves will have a good game today. The Mavs have been paper mache on defense recently. They haven't played well defensively at all in the month of February so far. Who's watching Jazz Blazers now? And did you guys see the results of the poll in the chat? I have to scroll back. We had 295 votes. 64% of the chat said Lakers minus 6.5, and 36% said Mavericks plus 6.5. And yep, best of luck no matter what side you're on. This is the NBA where suspicious lives. Okay, I have 3 bets I'm probably going to make in this game. 3, guys. Smash that like button, almost done. Apologies for the late ads, but we still have time. So as long as we still have time, it should be all good. Best of luck. Lakers, Mavs. Wish Luka was playing. How you guys betting on LeBron today or what? I'm about to bet a couple of unders in this game. Okay, here are... Did we get to 225 likes, guys? I'm about to check. Regardless, here's some bets here. Let me just figure out this last one. Okay, I'm done. Hope you guys enjoy this game. Even though, no Luka, no Cooper Flagg. It might be a good game. You never know. I considered betting the Mavs, but I lean towards the Mavs on the spread in this one. And yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna bet it. I'm gonna bet the Mavs spread too. Plus 6.5. And I'm done. 4 bets for Lakers Mavericks for the people still watching. Just know I truly appreciate you guys. And here are the bets. Oh, you can't see them. Okay, I just bet on the Dallas Mavericks. These are all smaller bets once again, but I just bet on the Dallas Mavericks plus 6.5 to win a half unit, and then I also bet on Marcus Smart of the Lakers under 10.5 points plus 100 on points bet, risking a half unit there. Jackson Hayes of the Lakers, under 14.5 points and rebounds, minus 106 to win a half unit. And then I bet on Marvin Bagley of the Mavericks, over 10.5 points at plus 104 odds, risking a half unit there. So those are 4 bets that I just placed for the Mavs-Lakers game. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me see what the chat's saying. Everyone that didn't smash the like button, help me out and do that. If you're watching, it only takes 5 seconds. Helps more people see my stream, so help the stream get to 225 likes or more. Refined qualia. Yeah, I mean, I don't like losing, but I mean, I have to remain level-headed. I mean, I've sort of seen it all over the years. Definitely didn't like what happened in that OKC game, but it's all about the next game, guys. I'm definitely confident in what I'm capable of doing long-term, and we're going to keep it going. But those are the bets that I am placing for the Lakers-Mavs game. If there's anyone watching that didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe, because I'm probably going to head out soon. But let me just, I'm still looking at the board here. The game starts in 7 minutes, so. And it's the final game before the All-Star break, guys. Been here streaming. You know, today's only going to be a 3.5 hour stream, but I've been streaming for sometimes 4, 5, 6, sometimes even 7 hours all season long. And it's been fun. It's been rewarding. Loved meeting the new people that I've been able to meet. You guys are the sharpest chat on earth. You guys make it much more enjoyable to watch these games. It's been a lot of fun. I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy it. There are so many other things that we could be doing as well, but I'm doing this because I truly enjoy it. I'm glad to see that this is resonating with you guys, that you guys are enjoying the stream. We're going to keep it going all season. I'll probably have some picks for other sports leagues this weekend, but those will be video uploads. No matter what, we're going to keep this going, guys, win or lose. It's a bit refreshing to have, a bit of a break over the next week or so with the All-Star break, but I'll still be active here on my channel, so make sure you guys do have notifications on. And yeah, just want to say that. Always rooting for you guys. Welcome back, Jared Jeter in the chat as well. Jordy Fuentes, Orion B. Join my free Discord below as well. Chris Albers, Andre Brooks. I hope you guys cash big. Reggie, Tasha. Tasha, I hope you have a great night as well. Enjoy your evening, Tasha. Thanks for all of your support as well. Thanks for that super chat donation earlier. And I hope you have a great night. Jay Darby, the professional. Everyone here. So, let's see if we can claw some back in this Jazz game. Maybe I'll stick around till halftime. And let's see here. Let's see what I'm missing in the Jazz game. Let me just unmute it. I've been watching it, but I'm going to unmute it. My mind was all over the place while I was looking for bets in that Lakers game. Who do you guys think covers, though? I mean, 65% of you think the Lakers will cover, but, how do you guys think this game is going to unfold? Also, if you guys want to talk to me after the game, after the stream, I'll be in the free Discord. It's in the description of the video below. I'll be in the free Discord during the Lakers game. Let's talk there. So many people in there chatting. Many of the bright minds that you see sharing bets in the chat are there as well. So I'll be there. Best of luck, Jay Darby, with Marvin Bagley. I hope you cash. Welcome to the chat, Angel Avina, BJ Anderson, Refined Qualia. Best of luck to all. Yeah, I'll be in the Discord for the Lakers game. So make sure you guys join. Let's see how this second quarter winds down in Utah. Tim Marable, yep, I saw the fines. They fined the Pacers and the Utah Jazz for manipulating the injury reports and manipulating their rosters. They've been doing that for a while. The Pacers have been doing that for years. The Jazz have been doing it for a month and a half now. And Adam Silver said enough is enough because of all of the bad press today. He wants people to be talking about All-Star Weekend. I understand it from a business perspective, but if you guys are watching some of the mainstream media this morning, they were criticizing the league and some of the tanking that's been taking place. So, Adam Silver does not want that to be the conversation this weekend, although, he can't control that. He can't control that. Melo on the beat. How many points did Cam Thomas finish with Melo on the beat? Oh yeah, my Instagram's in the chat, but let me pin it now. I'll put it in the chat right now. It's in the description of the video below. I will pin the Discord right now for you. Let me do that now. I'll put it in the chat right now. Just make sure you verify. If you have any problems verifying, send me a message on social media, and I will help you get in there. Give me about 10 seconds to do that. Okay, here's the Discord link. Everyone in the chat right now, who's in the chat, join this free Discord link and click the verify button, and everything will be unlocked for you. And there it is. Click that link in the chat. Hope to see you guys there in a few minutes. Van Gro Jones said Mad Dog went off on my Wizards for sitting starters versus Brooklyn the other night, but failed to do his homework because Brooklyn had it against the Wizards in the previous game. For sure. And a lot of these pundits, that cover multiple sports, they don't watch the NBA every day, and it shows when you listen to them. I know you guys watch the NBA. I know that for a fact. I see a few of you just joined the Discord as well, so welcome. Just want to say welcome. Let's get the chat rolling as well. There's also a group picks channel to the side. You guys can share your bets in there. There's a general chat channel. We'll be talking in there. We'll be chatting during the Lakers game. I'll tell you guys my thoughts during the game. And I'll figure it out. Saturday or Sunday, one of the key events for this weekend's All-Star break, I will stream for you guys. I'll figure it out. No, LeBron's not out. LeBron's not out. Lakers game's tipping off. I'm going to eat a late dinner, and then I'll jump into the Discord with you guys. Things didn't go as planned today, but I just want to say I truly appreciate you guys. The people who have been here often know that, this has been a great season, but days like this can happen any day, guys. I didn't try to force too much, but at the same time, I still ended up with a full list of plays. I just want to say best of luck to you guys. You guys make these streams what they are. I love the NBA. I love watching basketball. I love data analytics. I love the numbers behind the game. But I also respect the game as well. And I know that these are human beings on the court. Anything can happen, But at the same time, I will continue to do this for the rest of the season. Might have a bit of a surprise for you. All of the members in the chat. I said this the other day, but something happened. You guys remember with my computer that day where things were going crazy at the beginning. The members of my channel, you guys, the people with the green names, check the YouTube Shorts section of my channel tomorrow, and you'll see something for the members. Other than that, I'm going to log off. It's time to eat a nice dinner, enjoy the rest of the evening, and reevaluate what we're going to do going forward. But nothing will change with my free NBA picks every single day. I just want to say thanks to you guys for being here. Let's keep it going. Smash that like button for me on the way out. If you're interested in what you've seen today in general, subscribe to my channel. I wish you nothing but the best going forward. Don't chase your losses. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Remember, you're always in control of your funds. And as always, guys, remember that the best is yet to come. I just want to say thanks to everyone in the chat. You guys know who you are. It's been an absolute pleasure all season to sweat these games with you, and we're going to keep it going. So copy the link to my channel, send it to your friends who are into sports betting, follow me on social media, all of that good stuff. You guys can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter as well. It's in the description below. Same name as my channel. Best of luck, guys, and remember, no matter what happens, win or lose, I even say this when we win, the best is yet to come. It's all about the next play. Just want to say, I hope you guys are having a great day. Great job with those bets as well. Hepic 7, Jobin Hoopin, Cleveland, Tasha as well, Jay Darby. I hope you guys continue to win. K Bills, everyone in the chat, Cleveland, BJ Anderson, my bro Broken Camera Film, Jared Weiss. So many names who are here, guys, but I'm really hungry and I'm going to log off. I just want to say best of luck and enjoy your night. I'll see you. It's an all-star break, but I won't be taking any breaks here. I'll see you guys next time. I'll have something for you tomorrow for the people that watch the channel. See you.